Good morning, everyone. So in this video, I want to answer the question, how soon after total knee replacement surgery can you start using an exercise bike? The truth is, I see patients in my physical therapy clinic day one post-op, and we can get started on the bike if they have the energy level for it. Guys, my name's Tony Maritato. I'm a licensed physical therapist. Welcome to the Total Knee Replacement Support Group YouTube channel. So let's talk about it in this video, and let's talk about some options you have. If you're feeling up to it, if you have the energy, you know, one of the biggest issues that I don't think gets addressed enough during the early stages of the total knee replacement rehab is the fatigue, the intense fatigue. Now, it could be because of blood loss. It could be because of a little bit of anemia. Certainly, you know, as the days go on, it accumulates because of sleep deprivation. Like, I've never met somebody who said, hey, I had a knee replacement on Monday and I am sleeping like a baby. Doesn't happen. So you put all these things together, and then of course you've got the pain medication that are making you groggy and loopy and sometimes constipated, and none of that is a recipe for feeling your best. But if you do have the energy and the motivation and you have some supervision, somebody with you that you trust, using an exercise bike the first couple days after a knee replacement is not that unusual. Now, there's two kinds of exercise bikes out there. Two main kinds. There's a stationary bike. That's the bike that's got the high seat, no backrest. The pedals are more under your hips. Typically, it's easy to gain range of motion and eventually get to a full revolution on a stationary bike more easily than on a recumbent bike. A recumbent bike is the bike that has the larger seat and the back support. Typically, you're sitting back behind the pedals and it's a lower seat. So the recumbent bike is often more comfortable, but it typically requires a little more range of motion and takes a little longer until you're able to do a full revolution on the recumbent bike. In the description of this YouTube video, I'll go ahead and put a couple links to some of the bikes that I like, that I've seen on Amazon. And then up here, I'll put a little link so that you can see a couple of the other videos that I have on stationary bikes and recumbent bikes and exercises that you can do while you're on the bike. But the purpose of this video is simply to say, I will see patients sometimes the first day after a total knee replacement, and they're feeling their best and they want to get on the bike and get started. It's totally safe for them to do so. Other times I'll see patients a day, a week after total knee replacement, and they're just so fatigued, so nauseous, so uncomfortable that about the only thing we're doing in therapy is just making sure the incision looks good. We're making sure that there's no sign of blood clot, there's no sign of infection, and we're doing some really gentle passive range of motion, you know? So I don't ever want anybody to feel pressured. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. What one person does has no reflection on what you should be doing, because you guys are at all different levels. I'm fortunate as a physical therapist. I get to see hundreds of individuals who have had their knee replaced. I get to see young individuals in their 30s and 40s. I get to see older, more mature individuals in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. So my experience runs the gamut, and I get to observe and be part of the rehab process, which is a huge gift that I receive every single day in the clinic. But guys, I love your questions. Keep them coming. Post them in the YouTube comments. And as your questions come in, I will do my best to get to answering every single one of them. On a side note, if you would take just a minute, give me a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Your subscription to the channel is the best possible gift you can bring to me. And if you're thankful for any of the free content that we put out here on this channel, subscribing to the channel is the best way to show your appreciation. So guys, post your questions. I want to answer them, and I'll catch you on the next video.